John, just from your point of view from behind the bench, why do you think the third period unfolded the way that it did?
You know what? Without me watching it over again, it was happening quick. They were pinching their D a little bit, and we weren't moving pucks quick enough. And then we were losing those battles, getting hemmed in, and they had a push, and we didn't respond to it until after the timeout for me. So that's a learning experience for our guys. I'm not going to get too caught up in it because it's one game, but it's something we'll have to clean up if we want to be a good team in this league and moving forward.
A lot of good things, though, some things not so perfect. On the positive end, what did you like from the first two periods?
Well, we were indecisive with our decisions. We were predictable with our breakouts, with our decision making, and we were making it hard on them. For a team that played last night and a team that had to drive here, we were really putting them on their heels, and we forgot what was giving us that success. And it's a good learning experience. It's nice that we can at least get a point out of it, but it's a lessons not learned, and if you win, otherwise it's smoke and mirrors. So I'm okay with that being our first game, and it's just something we'll improve on moving forward.
Looking specifically at the McMann, Shaw, Abrazizi line, what impressed you the most?
Well, I mean, they're three guys that they play 200 feet. They're not a liability defensively, and then by doing that, they get their offensive chances. So I really like their line. They played with pace. They had confidence. You could see. I tried to get them out there. They almost ended the game on the power play there, and then also 5-on-5. But a lot of good there.
For you personally, what was just the experience of having your first head coaching game done in the AHL?
Yeah, it was nice because, I mean, obviously we didn't like the result, but for me, I got to learn a lot about our players. Rightfully so, but they probably got to learn a lot about me. So it's one game, and it's a stepping stone for us. But I can tell you one thing: it's very exciting moving forward.
I know you and Seth go way back, college teammates. What's it like playing against him, and are you excited for the next one already?
Yeah, I am. I mean, I've known Seth a long time. We grew up in Minnesota, and I played college hockey together. So he's had a good coaching career, and it's always good to see him. He's a good human being, and we spent some time talking before the game, but we still reminisce about a lot of the old times. So it's good.
It seemed like there was a lot of physicality. The McMann hit before he scored. I think Lajoie hit a few guys pretty hard. Was that a message that you wanted to implement before? Or?
Yeah, well, we always want to make sure that when teams play us, regardless of the outcome, that we are tough to play against. You have to set up physical presence early and often, so the other team knows they're in for a long game. It's a good thing that we did do that. So it's a way for us to teach our guys we have to do that for 60 minutes in order to win a hockey game.
And what did you think about Rafai stepping in after Slavin got hit in the
head? I got no problem with that. It's a long season, and for him to do that says a lot about his character.
With Shaw as captain of the team again this year, with a lot of change in the organization, and that is a constant, how is his leadership rubbing off?
It's outstanding. He's very professional. He helps us out too. Like he's a really smart, intelligent hockey player, and he's been nothing but he's been outstanding for us, and I really enjoy having him on the team.
Bobby, obviously not the result you guys wanted at the end. From your point of view, why do you think things went wrong in the third?
I think it's like that little bit of early season complacency. I think we just felt like we're a little bit better than we were and thought we had the game in hand because we were playing well, we were doing a lot of things right, and then you take your foot off the gas a little bit, and they're a skilled team, and we've seen that the last couple of years. So something that we're going to address and work on.
Now, obviously, you have experience playing with guys like Shaw and Abrazizi, but your line comes out really strong tonight. Is it the experience that you've had together or just the types of skill that mesh so well?
I think a little bit of both. Always that familiarity helps, but for the most part, I think it's just the compete and the level that we expect from each other, and I think that we always bring it when we know that we're playing together, or hopefully if we're playing with other lines, we can bring those guys up as well, and hopefully we can continue rolling.
For you personally, you became healthy again just halfway through camp this year. How excited are you to be able to start the season healthy and explore the opportunity in front of you?
Yeah, I think that's huge. Playing healthy is awesome. You're always going to have a little bump and bruise here, but that level of energy is that much higher when you're feeling good and you're not worried about injuries or worried about, is this going to hurt? So for me personally, that's huge.
From the first two periods, you guys looked really great out there. What are some things you can take from those two periods and build on?
I think just our compete. We wanted to win the game in those first 2 periods, and we showed it. And that's something we need to carry into the third period and have even more of, because to close teams out in this league is really hard, and I think that's something we got to focus on.
Like with your injury, was there any part of you that, when you have an injury like that, was there any part of you that felt nervous about going back into seeing game action and maybe being uncomfortable with? I don't even know the injury.
Yeah, I mean it's a fair question. I think you always kind of doubt it a little bit, and that's more when you're first coming back, I think. But then I got in enough group play and scrimmages and practices, and they were great here about getting me enough reps and battles that I felt comfortable, and I wasn't even thinking about it out there.
How are you acclimating to having a new coaching staff?
It's different. A few things are different, but I think it's great. I think the change is great. I think it elevates the guys to challenge them more, to not get complacent with how everything's been the same all the time. So I'm excited for it.